Welcome back to the White Noise Podcast. I'm Ethan, joined by Gibby.
Hello.
And as always, Jacob behind the glass.
Hey.
And today we are joined in the studio in this luxurious. I've
heard it both ways.
Luxurious studio by a returning guest, our good friend, Mr. Paul.
Hello.
Woo!
Woo, Paul, yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
Love that guy. How you doing, Paul?
I'm good, Ethan. How are you?
Doing great. How was the drive?
You mean the flight?
From
Flight?
Iowa,
The
or
flight
whatever you say.
Ohio?
Yeah, that one.
It's good.
What city are you from again?
Which one was it?
I don't know.
It was Cincinnati.
Cleveland?
Sacramento.
Sacramento, Ohio.
In Ohio?
That's great. It's great to have you back.
Thank you.
I'm excited for our conversations that we will have.
Me too.
In the coming hour.
Shut up,
For
Gavin.
staring at me when you said that.
It's great to have you. We want to start off
Indeed.
by wishing Gavin a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Gavin.
Happy birthday, Gavin. I didn't get one.
Oof.
God.
Shout out to you, though,
Who
Gavin.
brought it
Remember,
up?
I was going to say,
Shut up.
I remembered.
I will be honest. I was
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I was a little bit sad, but it is what it is.
It's
Shout out to Gavin.
whatever. You're here twice before anyone else was ever here twice, so there you go. Yeah, Gavin's birthday was a couple days ago. He turned 21, so 21 on our 21st episode. Look at that.
Crazy.
Ooh.
Stars aligned.
Coincidence.
Victory shot.
So stay tuned. Gavin's going to down an entire bottle of tequila
I will.
live on air.
Yes.
And then we will put him in an arena with the kangaroo to really see what happens. But with that being said, let's get the show on the road. I don't know if you guys know this, but in baseball they're not called points; they're called RBIs, which stands for
Called
runs
Thank you.
batted in.
No, it's runs.
Well,
You earn
but
RBIs.
there are RBIs.
that's what I meant.
I thought you were kidding when you sent that to me.
No, like on a stat sheet, like a player gets RBIs.
Yeah,
That's right.
But
But
like
for the team score, it's called a run.
it's called a run. Yes,
It's not a home RBI.
I didn't say home RBI.
You didn't
Home
preface
runs batted
that.
in.
You didn't preface that. You just said in baseball they're not points. There are RBIs.
They're not points; they're runs
They're scores.
batted in.
They're scores.
An individual can get
Yes.
RBIs.
Correct.
You can also score a run without getting an RBI as well.
Can you?
Yes.
How many innings are there?
9. Or if you go to extra innings.
You could walk someone with the bases loaded.
That's an RBI. But if you ground into a double play,
It counts as an RBI for the batter?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, it does. But if you ground into a double play and the guy from third scores, it is not an RBI, even though he scores.
Huh. Because he has to... Oh.
The guy has to actually hit like a safe hit or like a sacrifice fly. He has to like earn it. That you kind of, penalty.
Oh, the batter gets the stat RBI.
Yes.
And if it's a home
Not the runner.
If it's a home run, he gets the RBI as a runner.
Dude, I don't know much about baseball, but I do know this.
You can tell.
Damn.
What?
Gavin's over
You
there
do
laughing.
know this, huh?
I do know this.
Nothing.
I don't know much. That's it.
The Diamondbacks lost today. That's all.
Diamondbacks lost today.
Cringe.
Local team pain.
But that's fine. They won yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before, so we're good. Not the day before that I just said the last one, but you know what I mean.
You win some, you lose some.
Win some, you lose some.
Can't win them all.
Can't win them all. Speaking of sports,
Sometimes you can't win at all.
what's the NBA playoff update, Mr. Jacob?
Currently, this Wednesday night, the Grizzlies and Warriors are going at it in their game 5. Yes, that is correct.
Game
I'll give you a live update right now. If it loads.
To our viewers watching us live.
This is the old.
to our viewers watching us live.
Oh,
here's
never
the
mind.
live-
It's over.
Okay.
So, live, this score will be forever. 134 Grizzlies to 95.
Oh,
Holy.
They held on.
I put
destroyed
money
them. And John
on Golden
Morant
State.
is injured probably for the rest of the playoffs.
wait, did he
he
get
didn't
injured?
play.
He didn't play today?
No, didn't play at all.
Oh,
So without John Morant,
Where was that at?
Grizzlies beat them by like 40.
was that in Memphis?
In Memphis.
Okay. They go back to...
So they're still down. The Warriors are up 3-2, and it'll go back to San Francisco. Is that where they play?
Yeah, Golden State. Yep.
San Francisco. And it'll be Game 6. Warriors have a chance to close it out. Suns, same thing. They're going to Dallas, up 3-2, so they have a chance to close it out in Dallas. The Eastern Conference, the Bucks went up 3-2 against the Celtics today.
They actually won that.
And the Heat are up 3-2 in Philly, and that series goes back to Philadelphia.
Dang.
So it's all real. They're
Really
all
close.
3-2.
Yeah.
Dude, the Bucks Celtics was a really good game. They came back.
I didn't get to see everything, but yeah, I heard they did have a big
Really
comeback.
good game, yeah.
So
Nice.
that's what the playoffs are looking like.
I thought Golden State was going to close it out tonight.
Most
did
people
too.
think Golden State was going to destroy them without John Morant. Most people, the Bucks and Celtics winner is likely to go to the finals, even though the Heat are the number 1 seed in the East. And Suns and Mavericks had us on the edge of our seat, at least me, for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a chance to close it out. They get 2 tries. If Dallas forces a Game 7, it'll come back to Phoenix, but I don't want that to happen.
That's scary. That's a scary thing.
Yep, that's the basketball scene.
Speaking of scenes,
Yes.
don't you just love sandwich places?
Scenes and sandwich places.
That was the worst one I've ever.
I thought I knew where you were going with that, and you just didn't.
I think it's time to retire that.
Speaking of basketball, how's the fucking Turkey Club right now? Like,
You don't even try. If you were at least clever with it, it'd be funny. Oh, God.
Laughing at you,
Painful.
not with you.
so
Yes, be clear. I'm making
what
fun
about
of you.
sandwiches, Ethan?
So I had my favorite sandwich place today, Firehouse Subs. It is the superior sandwich place. And Gavin, what's on your mind about that statement?
There's a lot of things on my mind. Oh, we're going about that statement? Okay.
What?
I'd have to say sandwich places are relatively the same. I guess, sure, the ingredient quality might be a little different. But really, if you hate a sandwich place, you just suck at building a sandwich place. I mean, that's just how it be. If you hate Subway, I hate to say it, but you can't even build yourself a fucking sandwich.
Subway's
So,
ingredients suck.
you just suck at building a sandwich.
I make the same sandwich everywhere I go.
Then you're
And
picky.
I'm picky.
Other bread is bad.
Subway is garbage. It's
Their meat's bad.
Yeah, it just doesn't taste the same.
it tastes old.
Every sandwich tastes the same.
It tastes old and greasy.
I would rather make my own sandwich.
I'd pay to
But-
make my own sandwich.
Firehouse and Quiznos are the better places.
Quiznos, 100%.
I do like.
I've heard
Quiznos.
Jersey Mike's is the best.
I had Jersey Mike's. I don't think it has anything on Firehouse.
Jersey
Maybe on
Mike's is
Quiznos.
just they're all Philly cheesesteaks. That's it.
I've never actually ever had a Philly cheesesteak. Are those good?
Neither have I. So
They're
I don't
really
know.
good.
If you want a Philly cheesesteak, then sure, Jersey Mike's is good. But if not, then
They're good.
they're like, okay, well, there's the door. You don't want a Philly cheesesteak? There's the door. That's all it is.
What's that place we had from before D&D that one time? Remember
Quiznos.
That Quiznos?
Yeah.
Quiznos was pretty good. Quiznos was pretty
I
good.
thought all sandwich places were the same.
Well, I mean, that sandwich that I got from Quiznos was pretty good. Could I have ordered that exact same sandwich from
No,
Subway?
you can't.
Probably.
Nah.
What was it?
I don't remember.
Oh my. Oh, okay.
It was like a turkey cheddar sandwich.
Then probably I don't know. Then why
With,
don't
like,
you
bacon
make
and ranch.
Make it at Subway.
If you wanted it to taste old, then yeah, you can get it at Subway.
You got a turkey bacon ranch. What you got? I get that.
It was like, I don't remember.
I get
what it
that
was
at
called.
Firehouse. Turkey bacon ranch at
I
Firehouse.
get that at Quiznos.
It is the best.
Oh yeah,
was
they toast the
pretty
bun
good.
just enough to where it's a nice little crunch.
Beautiful. Too bad Quiznos are dying out, sadly and unfortunately.
How many of them are in Arizona? Only like 4 of them?
4 or 5.
Is there really?
I've been to all of them.
It's not hard, I guess.
It's a fucking
You
challenge.
live right by one.
You have a map with pins up in your room.
Dude. So, I've been working on that project kind of on the back burner, but with Applebee's.
I was going to say, didn't you want to go to like
I
all
did.
the Applebee's?
Whoa. That'd be a cool thing to do, but my project was I was going to create like a map of Applebee's. So like imagine a black sheet of paper with a bunch of holes in it, and then that paper's on like a light board.
A map of the United States?
Yes, but
Okay.
but hear me out.
Yes.
So here's how I was going to do it. I was going to get a map of the U.S. I was going to lay black paper over it and then pinpoint where each Applebee's is in the U.S. And I was going to put that black paper on some kind of light board so light goes through those holes and it lights up, and then it creates a map of the U.S., but all those dots represent an Applebee's.
So just the Applebee's, not like ones you've been to, right?
No, just the Applebee's.
Okay,
All the Applebee's.
okay.
The ones I've been to is like 11.
You've been to 11 different Applebee's?
Yeah. You haven't?
How many
No.
in Arizona?
Been to
I
like
think there's like
3 or 4?
59.
How many have you been to in Arizona?
11.
All 11. So you've never been to I'm going to tour the country by Applebee's.
There's 1,750 or something like that in the United States, in the continental U.S.
Are there ones
How do you
outside
just
of the
have
United
that number off the top of your head?
Because I've been working on this project on the back burner for a while.
What's crazy is like people that like don't know you like might think this is a character, but this is actually you as a person.
Yep.
Applebee's,
is like 22% of your personality.
that's not true.
I'd say at least 20. At least 20.
Chili's is by far better.
Hey, we're saving that debate for when Lucy comes on.
Oh yeah, it was like the one thing we were looking forward to when Lucy
and then
came on.
and then we didn't even talk about
Didn't
it.
even talk about
even
it.
though Chili's is pretty good. Pretty
Wow,
good.
a concession. There it is.
But
But we're not talking about that right now. Anyway,
Financially better.
debatable.
debatable. But Applebee's, whatever, better. Firehouse Subs, superior sandwich place.
My house is the best sandwich place.
That's true. Speaking of scenes,
Oh my god.
This again?
the movie of the week was The Gentleman.
The gentleman.
The
Distinguishable.
Gentleman.
I actually watched this one, guys.
Because you've seen it before. But did you watch it again? No, I don't think so. Anyways. So The Gentleman was a movie that I have been looking forward to for a while, but I just never got around to watching it. And then while watching it, not what I expected at all.
Same.
I would say that, yeah.
Gavin, what did you think overall?
Kind of like what we talked about. I believe the beginning. A little slow, but after like the 30-minute mark, really kicked in. And not gonna lie, I was getting ready to really just be like, damn, this movie sucked until that 30-minute mark. And holy shit, this movie, it like did everything that I wish Crossfire had done. Where it's like, okay, slow for first 30
Free
minutes.
Fire.
Free Fire?
Yeah.
And then after that 30 minutes, it was like, oh, cool, now we're getting
Okay.
so much more into it.
That's a fair
So-
comparison.
So,
Yeah.
and then, God, I can't even, where do I fucking start? Okay, loved all the characters, except for, Fletcher? Fletcher, is that his name?
Hugh Grant's character?
Yeah, fuck that guy. I hated that guy. But I want to
He was
say
funny.
he's probably the funniest one in that whole movie. I really did love the toddlers. The toddlers were hilarious. The group of fucking boxers or whatever.
Yeah.
Nice redemption arc at the end.
Yeah. I loved Colin Farrell's character. I forgot he was in it, and I think it wasn't until they introduced his character to when it started picking up and the story took off. I didn't realize that the entire movie was a story being told by Fletcher.
Yeah.
So he's just telling the story, telling the movie the entire time. But I thought that's what made it cool because there was some discrepancies in his story that were kind of corrected later or with flashbacks or stuff, and it made him that unreliable narrator, like I said earlier.
Right.
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Charlie Hunnam's character as well. He was very... I've only seen him in Sons of Anarchy, so he's usually a leader role, but seeing him as like a right-hand man was also cool, I guess. And side note, he has the weirdest normal English accent ever.
Yes.
Like I would watch interviews just to listen to his accent because it was just weird. It was unique. That when he acts as a British character, he has to have a whole new accent that's different from his normal British accent. So that's unique. Paul, what'd you think of the movie?
Oh, it's great. I loved it. It was one of those movies where like it was coming out, I remember, and I really had no idea what it was about, but I liked the idea, the concept, the clothes, and like just the gentleman type vibe. And then when I watched it, it was the same thing. I was like, I still didn't know what was going on, and then it all came together eventually. But It's a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I love the whole, like, every single time there was a plot twist, there was another plot twist, like, right
Exactly.
behind it. It was like, oh, well, you were watching us. Well, we were watching you watching us. And it's just like him, like, behind it. What was that Key and Peele skit or whatever? Or Key and Peele, where it's like, I have a sniper on you. It's like, well, I have a sniper on your sniper.
Well,
it's like, well,
wasn't that was with Freddie Wong, right?
I think so.
Yeah. That was a long time
It just
ago.
reminded me of that because it's like, what is it? It was Fletcher in a ghillie suit, and then like behind him in a tree, it was the other guy that Fletcher was telling the story to was watching him behind him. And
Yeah.
I was like, what the? And then the Russian mob got involved, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Just those final 30 minutes were a trip.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like the twists and the what would you say? Twist moment. Did you call it? I'm blanking.
I believe I said twist.
Oh, okay. I like the twist.
Gotcha
Like
moments.
it opens with Matthew McConaughey's character like dying.
Oh, yeah.
And then since it goes in a story pattern, you kind of believe that he actually died there. Or even the whole thing with his wife getting attacked by the guy from Crazy Rich Asians.
The dry
Henry
eye?
Golding.
Dry eye?
Dry Eye, yeah.
Henry Golding.
Yeah, that guy. Getting attacked by her, and then Charlie Hunnam says, like, how'd you know that happened? You weren't there. He's like, oh, leave it to the imagination. So that kind of stuff to where, oh, maybe it didn't happen exactly like that, but you get the idea. So I thought that was cool, a unique concept. Colin Farrell with the boxers, the way he interacted with them was cool.
He had my favorite line in the entire movie. I'm not going to say it, but
Yeah,
it is my favorite.
Wait, which line? I want to know.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed it. I think it was way better than that other Guy Ritchie movie I saw.
Which one?
It's called
Okay, yeah.
God.
I know who you're talking about now.
Rock and Rolla. That's another Guy Ritchie movie. That's like, I don't know exactly what it's about, but it's a bunch of Englishmen, but all their accents were really thick that you couldn't understand what they were saying. So I never finished it, unfortunately.
No subtitles?
Even with subtitles, it was really hard.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it was just, But
Sorry. I just thought of the Austin Powers when they're speaking in like English gibberish and the subtitles at the bottom. Like I'm watching a foreign film.
but Gavin, what would you rate The Gentleman?
I'm going to give this an 80%. Really, really good movie.
Paul?
I have to agree with Gavin, 80%. It's one of those movies where, like, I like it. I'll watch it again. But, like, I won't go out of my way. But it's one of those, hey, you ever seen it?
Is it a Netflix original or
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's just on Netflix now.
Yeah. It just got added to Netflix, which I was like, oh, I'm going to do it for Movie of the Week. It's a Miramax movie, which I thought was cool how they made Miramax the company that Fletcher sells his script to.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
But yeah, I think I would give it an 83%.
83?
Yeah.
It's only like 12 short of Encanto.
Shut up. Oh my god.
I will say I did like the effects in the movie. Like, especially with the way the movie opened, and then when he's, like, telling it, it's, like,
The editing,
cinema effects and
yeah.
stuff like that.
That was cool.
Which I felt, honestly, I felt like I liked them, but I did feel like they were out of place, because it was just like, what the hell?
I think it made it a very unique film instead of just this generic A to B story.
I think it's one of those you have to watch it again, and you'll start catching more and
Yeah.
more.
I did like the comedy, though, especially when Fletcher is trying to get the story with Matthew. Was that his name? Matthew, the antagonist that was conspiring this whole thing. The one that he had to chop off a pound of flesh at the end.
Yeah, Matthew.
Yeah, where it was like they're like reading the parts or whatever, and for some fucking reason the guy goes along with it, and their translations
Raymond.
are bad.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I thought that was
funny.
It was just
Gotta
comedy.
pause it.
The comedy was good. The action was good. It was
Good actors.
good.
good.
Colin Farrell, a fan favorite of the show.
Fuck, he's been in what 3 movies now? Is this 3?
So has it been 3?
Yeah,
Jacob, how long has it been?
Batman,
How many
Phone
is it?
Booth, and The Gentleman.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the Batman.
3.5.
One. 3.5. Yes, but 83%. That's the movie. Gavin, what's next week's movie?
The next movie is going to be Moulin Rouge.
Moulin Rouge.
Figure it's going to be a fun movie. It's got Ewan McGregor in it, and because Kenobi's coming right around the corner, might as well
Yes.
suggest a movie with him in
But
it.
it's also a musical romance.
Thank God I'm not coming on that episode.
It's a fun movie.
Gavin,
Promise.
it's 2 hours,
True.
7 minutes.
I was going to say, I thought it was a little bit over 2.
7 minutes over 2. Yes.
7 minutes are a lot, Jake.
Oh,
You heard it here. Ladies.
The movie is about a young Englishman in the
single, ladies. Go ahead.
The movie is about a young Englishman in the Paris of 1899 becomes infatuated with Satine, a singer of the Moulin Rouge. Is that how you pronounce it? Yep. However, she has been promised by the manager to a duke in return for funding his next production. As the young lovers meet in secret, Satine's wedding day draws closer, but she hides a fatal secret from both Christian and the duke. What could that secret be? Find out next week on Movie Review for the White Noise Podcast.
You ever watch The Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes.
Watching the first 10 minutes of this movie, that's all I could. That's all it reminded me of.
Well, that movie had Tobey Maguire, so this movie must be great.
It's kind of funny. Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan, Satine.
Yeah. Maybe that's where they got it from.
I highly doubt that.
This movie
You
takes
highly
place-
doubt it? Highly doubt it? It's in 2001, so there's a chance Dave Filoni was like, hey, let's do this. Just do this, you know?
Yes, I highly doubt it.
You highly doubt it.
Yeah, I highly doubt
I'll
it.
ask Dave Filoni at poker tomorrow.
Okay, I'll just text him right now.
Filoni, if you're answering this, please put in the comments. Or if you're watching this, please clear this up.
Okay. Gosh, I hate you guys. Yeah,
Make a movie about the Old Republic, please. Continue.
Nerds.
Fucking Darth Vader hat. Lego Darth
Jacob
Vader.
is wearing a Lego Darth Vader hat.
It's a pixel Darth Vader.
Oh,
yeah.
a pixel Darth Vader
Yeah,
hat.
it's 8-bit.
Oh, an 8-bit Darth Vader hat.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a difference.
Pretty nice. Be sure to watch the movie of the week, and we'll review it here next week on the White Noise Podcast.
Naturally.
Now let's get into the static.
Welcome to the static.
Very nice.
And we're back. So, tonight's main event, main show, main matchup is Gavin and Paul are going to bare knuckle box. With their words, that is.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
In all the past Road Rage segments, Gavin always has a bone to pick with truck drivers.
Yes.
So we brought a truck driver on the show. Come on out, Paul.
Yeah.
Exquisite. Oh, exquisite. Oh, exquisite. Is that our audience?
Yeah, I didn't have the applause ready. It's on the other one.
I feel like all you guys have a bone to pick with truck drivers.
Not specifically.
I've heard Jacob say something.
Me?
It hurt me because he said it.
Probably. I mean, I don't put it past me, but
But yeah, do you guys have any Road Rage stories this week? Maybe.
I didn't do much driving this week, so unfortunately I do not.
Oh, this is the week you don't do much driving.
School's over.
When someone's here to confront you. Okay.
I'm
Okay,
not
wait.
going to LSU anymore.
can
So
I clear up the truck driver thing real quick, Paul?
100%.
I don't have a bone to pick with truck drivers. I could never be a truck driver. Like, just pulling, like, a huge trailer, like the 16-wheeler. I could never do it.
Come here, give me a hug.
All right. Love you. Anyway. I have
actually
a problem with the trucks themselves. Like, every time, like, I drive to, like, 30 minutes to work every day on the freeway. It's all freeway. And there seems to be, like, 100 trucks
It's getting
Everywhere.
worse. It's getting worse.
everywhere all the time.
It's getting worse.
I thought there was, like, a truck shortage or something, like truck driver shortage.
CDL shortage. Yeah.
Not on my way to work. Nope.
No, I agree, and I will say, driving those kind of trucks, I bully people in normal cars.
Oh, good. Yeah. So my hypothesis
Gavin's
is correct.
face.
well, what the fuck? So my anger's justified. Then.
No,
the
the reason is because like I have so much to like. I get the right of way no matter what. Like I have to have the right of way, or else I'm causing an accident that like gets everyone stuck. Closing down freeways.
This goes back to
I
like,
also have the right to speed up and go past you.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
We're good.
As long
let's
as you
fuck
use a
over the guy
blinker.
in the Corolla.
Yeah.
Over.
It seems like every time I'm like trying to merge
Gavin drives
onto
a
the
Corolla.
freeway, there's like semi truck, and then that semi truck is being followed by another semi truck, and then another semi truck is following that guy. So I'm like, where am I supposed to?
I'll
get
just cause a
in?
pile up.
That
I don't
might
care.
be true because I'll tell you this: when I was getting my license, I remember like one of the tests. I was merging onto the freeway for the first time, scared, and the dude and my teacher was like, "Oh, don't worry, he'll let you go." And it was a semi truck, and he's like, "It's like a unwritten code with semi truck drivers." And sure enough, he like slowed up, stopped the traffic behind, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh, I'm sure because like
So
they're
I
like,
think that's
okay,
probably
you're a
why-
big ass truck.
yeah."
I'm a big ass truck. I know what it's like.
It's like a
Come on
brotherhood.
in.
It's like a brotherhood.
I
right
believe
now.
it,
I'm in a
but
gang. I didn't even know
Me
it.
driving a Jetta, definitely don't have that much space.
Jacob drives a Jetta.
I just said that. You think I have any shame in that? I'm a dad. Of course I drive a
I'm
dad
just
car.
exposing
I drive
you.
a mom car, actually.
An exquisite type of vehicle tree.
It's good mileage, and it was cheap. So,
Take it upwards.
you have a car payment, Ethan?
No.
Oh, you don't own your car? Oh, wow.
Oh. Peasantry.
Guys are annoying.
Get a load of this chop.
Oh, you can dish it. You can't take it.
I can take it.
Oh,
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Whoa. This is G-rated on Gavin's 21st birthday that we're drinking alcohol.
Only one beer in too, and he said that. Wow.
Who said what?
Nothing.
Anyway, truck drivers.
What I will
Love
say,
them.
I do
Hate the trucks.
I do hate when people try to help me as I'm driving. It's one of those, like, they see me like making a turn, right, and they'll try to get. It's like just do your dumb driving. Like, I'm trained to go around you.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that like bothers me. It's like, I want you to drive normal, and I'll adjust.
I'll navigate.
I'll navigate. Yeah, because it just causes more like awkwardness, and then I just end up cutting people off, and I'm like, that's on you.
Depends on where I'm at. If I'm past the halfway point, I'll just speed up. If I'm below that, I'm just going to slow down. That's how I roll.
See, and I also think of this too. Whenever like situations like that happen, I'm like, I'm in a company truck that weighs 30,000 pounds. I'm gonna win this fight no matter what. I don't have to pay for insurance. So I'm like, I let it happen. I'm like, if it happens, you know.
So, like, do you ever drive? You drive on the freeway sometimes, right?
I drive on the freeway every single day.
Yeah, I
all the way to
thought
10B.
So, like, when you're, you turn to get on the ramp and you're going up to the freeway, it takes you a while to get there, right?
Yeah,
And cars, like, speed past you all the time to
Yes.
go in front of you?
yes,
Does that, like, upset you? Or
not at all. So
I feel like that would upset me so much.
Yeah.
so I'll
Like, I'm going as fast as I can.
I will tell you what upsets me. But so first of all, as a driver, I consider myself a really good driver. I try, even when I'm making a right turn onto like a main road, I will not cut people off. If I know they have to go slow around me, I'll like wait, even though I'm not hourly. Mm-hmm. So when it goes to merging onto freeways,
I'm not out.
when it goes to merging onto freeways, I'm like, I'm not going to be a douche and just cut somebody off. I'll wait for a big opening, and then I'm like, hey, sorry, dude. Like, I waited. Mm-hmm. But when I'm going home, so I have to cross Central, and there's a lot of construction on Central.
Yes.
And it is
All
the
time.
worst when, I know you guys have talked about this in the segment, the merging lanes, when you know that there's going to be a merger, I fucking hate it. I absolutely fucking...
Let it out. That's what this segment's about.
My truck is 30,000 fucking pounds, right? It goes up to 80. It tops out at 80. It takes a while to get there. So I get so pissed off when I'm like, a good distance behind, and then all of a sudden 5 cars just come up. I'm like, motherfucker, I just said I'm not hourly. It pees me off, and then like they'll wave at me. I'm like, fuck you. I didn't want to let you in the first place. So that's the one thing that bothers me is that, or when I'm merging on because I have to get off the freeway to get to the branch, is when I'm trying to like get on and like I'll put my blinker way ahead so they could see it, and then like trucks will stay in the middle of me. And they'll like they know I'm trying to get over, and they'll just stay all the way to the very end. They'll cut across, or they do stupid stuff like that where I'm like,
The right lane is for merging.
thank you. Yes.
You're not getting off or getting on, get out of it.
Even as a truck driver, I go to the middle lane. Once I'm done merging, I'm like, I'm going to get out of all these people ways.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
that's it.
hate the fucking truckers that go in like the fast lane.
Oh, the beef
And they go
was-
like
beef
60
was
miles per
settled.
hour.
Oh, I will go in the fast lane, but I'll actually go fast, though.
Oh, well then, in that case, more power to you.
Exquisite.
See, I also have a camera.
Exquisite.
Nice. I also have a camera. So anytime like I have to like press my brakes super hard or anyone cuts me off, it goes off. And I get dinged points, which I don't know if that means anything. But I have to watch my driving. So anytime you guys want to cut somebody off, just know you might be messing up there.
Dang.
I'll just cause a
Ruining
pile
their
up.
job.
Yeah, Gavin.
You could be helping them lose their job.
Yeah, Gavin.
I'll just floor it into the car behind me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Is there phases to driving? Like, I feel like during the day, like when I'm going to work, like all the slow drivers are out. or
Oh,
something.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then when I'm coming home, like in the evening,
Road rage.
everybody's speeding, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
dude, I need to like.
Yep.
I'm already going 70. Like,
Oh, you're 100% right.
I'm not
I'll
fast enough?
experience all phases, no matter how long the drive or where I'm going. So it's like I'll be sing-songy at first, and then after like 15 minutes, I'm just like, get the fuck out of my fucking way. I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
And then like 10 minutes after that, I'm just like, dancing in the moonlight.
Everybody is feeling.
And then at night, oh man, yeah.
You know what I do hate? So I deliver to houses a lot, right? I hate when there's a perfectly open driveway and people decide to park on the fucking street. Because then I have to awkwardly, like, parallel park my truck for no gosh damn reason for a job that would take probably 10 seconds, and it takes me, like, 2 minutes at that point. And once again, I'm not hourly. So sometimes I even have to block the entire road, and then it's awkward because, like, say this house wants 8 bottles. That's 4 trips, and then I just have a pile up of cars. And now they're going to honk at me, but it's just awkward.
Oh, well.
You would hate to deliver to our house.
Oh, absolutely. Every time I pick you up, I'm like, oh, I would.
I don't think I've ever seen that road bare of cars. I think I've
Like,
ever
just
been
for
there.
our house, there's
Sometimes
7 cars there.
Fucking Christ, dude.
That's a pet peeve of mine. Oh. Or I even get into I don't get into fights, but like sometimes like it might be garbage day on the day that I'm like in that neighborhood. And sometimes you have like a garbage guy behind you like trying to honk at you. And I'm like, you're a garbage guy. Get
Friendly
the fuck
fire.
out of here, bro.
Friendly
It's like a garbage truck driver and his brother.
Yeah. Hey.
I think you already talked about that.
That's my favorite story.
It's the best. That was what? A month on the job?
3 weeks into the
3
job.
weeks on the job?
You're wild.
I know. And I'm still there. And I got a raise.
Like
But-
I haven't like I've had a couple jobs, but they were all like when I was younger. So maybe it's different, but like when I first start, I feel like I'm like so timid and like doing everything by the book. So like when you told me that you're like 3 weeks in and you're yelling at customers, so funny.
The funny thing was too is like Brett was like, I can't see you of all people doing it.
Oh, I could see it for sure, 100%.
Yeah, because you know. No, I was.
But like first start on the job.
Yeah. I had nothing to lose, man.
Maybe if you're a guy like your Captain America guy who blew out his Achilles, if he was there, maybe it'd be different. But
I wouldn't have done that. No.
But it's also, you're working in the heat, in the middle of summer. You're just agitated.
in the moment,
and I wasn't supposed to be by myself.
Yeah.
And I was.
And those
struggling.
guys have already caused problems, so it's just the buildup of it.
I'm looking
probably
for
ugly to
fire.
look at.
Oh, they were. Yeah, that was something else, man.
I mean, people, their personalities, they often match their appearance.
It was funny today. I had a girl, right?
That's why Paul's so cute.
Thanks, man. They say that at work all the time. So I had to drop off these 1 gallons, right? And what it is a box of 6 1 gallons in there. And so like every day I kind of know where I'm at. And I see that this customer wants 3 1 gallons, and in my head I'm like, fuck, I know exactly who this girl is. She's a little bit of an older lady, but she's one of those older ladies who like who's like
Continue.
super like intelligent, like tries to speak down to you, kind of, talk down to you.
Uh-huh.
And so she has me like open her boxes, but she wants them open a certain way. And I'm like, I know like what's gonna happen when I get there. Sure enough, she opens her door. I've been there 4 times. She's like, "Oh, is this your first time?" No. As I drop it down, she's like, "Oh, then you know that I like my boxes up." I'm like, "Yeah." Like it just pees me off already, right? Rubbed me the wrong way. And then so I'm like, I throw all 3 on there, and I'm like, "Which side would you like open?" She tells me, I'm like, "Okay." So I'm opening them up, and obviously they're hard because it's like glue.
Yeah, it's one of the. Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It's like it's actual.
Yeah.
my
Not
thumb.
taped. You have to like rip it open.
Yeah, if you have a knife, it's a lot easier. So I'm like ripping it. It's taking me a while, and she's like standing there watching me, and she's like, "Can I make a suggestion?" And I was like, "I'd prefer you didn't." As I'm like ripping these open, and she's like, well, next time if you just like prop them open, like when you put them down first, do it." And she just keeps going. And so those are the kind of customers I deal with in 90-degree weather, and I'm just like, ooh, makes me boil. And then I had to deal with drivers on my way home. I looked at you. I'm sorry.
Pointed
Gavin.
at Gavin.
I'm sorry.
Does your company have like a
Like a
way
survey
that-
kind of thing?
Like,
or?
can customers complain about you and it get back to you?
Oh, 100%. How do you think they know about the whole brother thing?
Did anything happen? I thought nothing happened.
He told 2 brothers to suck his dick.
Yeah, you told 2 brothers to suck your dick. Like,
I remember that. I remember that story.
We talked about it on here.
So
Just to bring everyone else to speed, if you haven't heard that episode with
like,
Paul.
I feel like that's a fireable offense.
it is.
If I was an employer,
It is, but I play it really cool. Like people were like, I don't think Paul would say that. I was only 3 weeks in, and they're like, it's a good like Christian boy. He would never say that. And I played that up. I was like, no, I didn't.
so you just lied to your company.
I did. I was
okay,
like,
cool.
oh,
okay, no, that makes sense.
Legally, no, he didn't. He told the truth.
I
Allegedly.
I told the truth when I said the guy said I'm going to get you fired. I said I told my manager, I was like, hey, he did say he was going to get me fired. I guess that's the route he's playing. That's the card he's going to play there. It is what it is.
So
I didn't say that,
dude.
though.
I mean, if I was an employer, I'd also take my employee's
Yeah.
word more than a customer.
Yeah.
Especially a disgruntled one. They'll say anything. But
Yeah, Dad.
This man's just
Okay.
watching the podcast like, this motherfucker.
But I feel like if he just straight up ignored an old lady, he wouldn't get fired.
Oh, no. Not for anything like that. Most
know.
cases like that, yeah.
Like if she's trying to talk to you, she's like, here you go, leave.
yeah, 100%.
And she complains like, he didn't open my box of water right.
He didn't
like,
talk to me.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, it'd be like, okay, it's just an old lady.
It's to the point where it's like, COVID is a thing. They're like, you don't even have to go in there to set them up. You can get away with being like, oh, I feel uncomfortable. And then they're like, all right, I guess. It's really hard to get in trouble at our job. For now.
Cool. That's funny.
I will say, if we're still on this road rage thing, coming home outside of like my job, I was on my way back home. On Grand Avenue, there was I don't know what was going on. There was this car trying to merge into the left turn lane. And for some reason, the car wasn't letting him in, so he would keep cutting him off. And I literally watched this guy roll down his window, reach out of it and start yelling at this car. And then he just opens up his door. It's like a shitty truck, too. He opens up his door and just, bah, 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 just starts hitting the bumper with his door, cuts him off. And then the green arrow, it turns to red, and there's a car in front of him. So he, gets off, and he just cuts everybody off and, runs a red light and just takes... I saw that literally today, and I thought that was kind of perfect.
Today?
That was literally today. 5 hours ago. But the dude just literally opens up his door and just boom, boom, 3 hard hits to that bumper. And his car's a piece of shit, so I know it didn't bother him at all. And just, I was like, fuck, dude, I just got off work. I'm not hourly. I don't get paid.
Wait, are you hourly or not?
No.
Just get that on a shirt. I'm not hourly.
Yeah, so that
Don't
happened.
waste my time. I'm not hourly.
That's how I felt, dude. Just can you open these boxes? I'm like, I mean,
I'm not hourly.
technically I just got to drop them off. You figure it out. Mind if I give you some advice?
Can I make a suggestion? Bitch.
Thank you.
Oh, I love you, Paul.
Roads be
funny.
crazy. Roads
yeah.
be crazy. Speaking of crazy,
Oh.
you have any crazy night outs, Paul,
Recently?
since the last time you were on here? Because I know that since Gavin turned 21, you have to take him out, let him experience that.
Oh, I'm taking him out.
Let him experience getting robbed in Mexico.
I don't really know if we have to experience that part.
Let him experience losing 900 in Vegas.
900 in Vegas. Let's start with that.
No, thank you.
Losing 900 in Vegas?
How do you do that?
my
How
God.
do you lose a woman?
You forget to cherish her.
For the record, I was the one who lost 900 in Vegas.
Oh, okay. Then
Okay.
I lost
proceed.
5
A
that
mutual friend.
night. A mutual friend.
What was his name?
Hey,
Can't say.
we've talked about him before. Everything bad happens to this guy.
Did we talk about the Mexico story?
Of
him?
course,
Yeah.
yes. And I'm going to actually bring that up if... Are we going down this road?
I thought we already talked about it on
No,
here
no,
last
but
time
but
you were here.
I'm going to say something that's going to go
Oh,
back
yeah,
to
go ahead. You tell the story however you need.
Vegas. You ever been to Vegas, Gavin?
I have not.
Do you want to go?
Yes, I do.
We're going to go.
Wow.
We're going
I have
to Vegas,
never
dude?
been to Vegas.
You've
and
never been to Vegas.
I have no desire to go to Vegas.
I know. I've asked you and Lucy, and you guys are just...
Don't want to go. Never want to go.
It's not bad. Yeah, that's a good thing. Good for you, Jacob. Good for you.
It's not that.
Sin
good for you.
City.
What about you, Ethan? Do
What?
you want to go to Vegas?
I would be down to go to Vegas with you,
Oh,
Paul.
that means... Okay. Cool.
You know what? That's a question I'm going to ask when I meet people. Hey, how you doing? My name's Jacob. Oh, nice. Oh, good. Yeah. Hey, have you ever been to Vegas? Do you want to go to Vegas? And that'll help me to judge their, whether I like them or not.
100%. No, you get a lot of a person.
Somebody says, no, I don't want to go to Vegas. I have no desire. But, oh, okay, cool. All right. You're a cool guy. We'd probably vibe out together.
I thought we'd vibe out, and I go to... What?
Not going to Vegas.
Disrespect.
I'm just a, maximum homebody.
That's fine.
This is the only time I leave my house to come here.
To the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did put a lot of money into the studio, so.
That is
Hey,
true.
look, hey, I will say it looks a
lot
lot,
of money.
better than last time. I could
Yeah.
see the promoters must have changed here. Anyways, yeah. So back to Vegas. It was my second time there, right? And it was, I will say Patrick's name. So it was their cousin Patrick, and then our other friend.
Codename Patrick.
That everything bad happens to.
Is this friend also part of your Star Wars D&D by any chance?
No.
He was.
Oh, yes.
Let's give him a placeholder name.
His name is Bob.
Okay.
Okay, I think I know who we're talking about.
You do, actually. So we're in Vegas. We got invited by my uncle, who was there for a friend's bachelor party. So we already thought it was a little bit weird because
Is the same firefighter uncle?
firefighter uncle, you know him.
Okay.
Yep, you know him.
I support him with Firehouse subs.
There it is. Thank you.
It's the same story when you guys got robbed. He was the driver.
He was the
right?
driver.
All right,
Oh
cool.
my gosh, yeah.
A fireplace license plate? Or
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
That's his car.
Robbed meaning like stopped by Mexico police.
In Mexico,
And we had
basically,
to
we got
pay
robbed.
them off.
Yeah, we got robbed. That was a car.
That's how robbed, but
But you know, yeah, you get the gist. And same Bob was with us. So we get invited. So we're already like, okay, I don't know if we want to go to Vegas, but like we're invited to this bachelor party that we don't really. I know the guy, but I know they don't. It's one of those like awkward whatever. So like, let's go have a good time. So this night they were going to go to a fancy dinner and to a strip club.
naturally.
Exquisite.
exquisite.
And so, you know, my uncle's like, "Hey, I can get 2 seats for you guys." I was like, "There's 3 of us. Let's just not be awkward about this. Like, we're on our own. It's fine." And so our buddy Bob was over here looking at like, you know, like, "Oh, I wonder how much the cover charges. I wonder how much a dance is." So he does his research, finds out, you know. And me personally, I'm not a strip club guy, but I was like, you know what, we're in Vegas. It's a bachelor party. Sure, this will pop my cherry to go to strip club. Sure. And after, you know, Bob looks up all these like 4 different places, we're like, no, we're not going. So we go to the old strip. Like, you know, that's where like, there's a lot of stuff goes on the old strip. So we've been there before once as a group. And so this time we go to our favorite spot, Golden Gate. It's like a 50s hotel casino type vibe. I love it. Got like Rat Pack pictures all over the wall, Marilyn Monroe.
Nice.
And so we go to the craps table. That's where me and Patrick had won like combined $500 the last time we were there. So you know, we go there. We get our three little spots. We start ordering drinks as they come by, and we're just rolling. Well, their strategies aren't that great, so they get knocked out pretty easily. And you know, so Bob goes and takes a trip to the ATM and comes back, and then someone else gets knocked out. They go take a trip to the ATM, comes back. Basically, Bob's like down, I think 3 at this point.
Jesus.
Or maybe 2. I don't know. Either ways, he
Excessive
comes back with 100. The guy gives him $100 worth of chips, and he puts it on a field bet. A field bet is a one-time roll. So basically, whatever this number that comes out, you either win or you lose, and you double up your money. So Bob loses. Boom, he's done. Like he's like, all right, I'm out. And I'm like, that's cool, no worries. Like, okay, so we lose Bob. So Patrick and I stay there, and we're going, blah, blah, blah. Patrick's out, boom. And then so I stay there, and I'm doing good. I'm just vibing, drinking beer, like, all night. And then the way it works in, like, Vegas, like, whenever I get hotels, I always only put 2 people. So they only give us 2 cards. So naturally, I'm like, I keep one, you guys fight for the other one. And so Bob comes back, he's like, dude, I'm done. I'm going to go back to the room. I'm like, all right, cool. Get your card.
Get the card.
Get the card.
This
I don't
one's
know.
mine.
Exactly, right? So Patrick's like, I'm going to go find a concert. Because the Strip, there's literally, it's everything you could think of there. So he goes and finds his music. I'm there, dude. I make trips to the ATM every once in a while. I'm there all night. Finally, where's I going with this? Finally, Patrick comes back and gets me, right? And I'm like, I'm done. I'm done spending money. So we go, and then we're drinking beer. We're watching the show. And Bob's still at the room. And so I'm like, I'm done. I lost 500. I'm drinking. I'm going back. And Patrick's like, I want to stay. So I'm like, okay. Well, text Bob. I'm like, hey, you better be fucking ready to let me in because that was the whole fucking plan. So I call an Uber, go by myself all the way back, talk to the Uber driver. He's really cool. And then this is like where it gets kind of funny because I call up Bob and I'm like, hey, dude, I'm down. Like, so the only way that we're in the Harris, the only way the Harris elevators work is if you have a key card to like, hit it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, dude, I'm down here. I need you to come get me. I blinked, and then the next, like, as I open up my eyes, the elevator doors are opening up, and I see Bob pacing back and forth. And he's like, and he goes, how the fuck did you get up here? So, like, I'm down there. Right? I called an elevator.
Just because you were that drunk or what?
Yes.
Oh,
I took
okay.
one blink, and then all of a sudden, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I don't know, let's go. And then he was like, what how the fuck did you get up here? Obviously someone was in there, I guess, but it was just funny.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a little movie scene. And I was like, let's just go, come on. So I ended up passing out. all my clothes on. I wake up the next morning. Fucking Patrick's passed out next to me. Dylan. Wow, Dylan is over here. Oops. Anyway, so Bob is over there.
Oh, Dylan wasn't there, huh?
He wasn't.
He was at
He was
home.
my Theo. Bob, though, however, was there. Let's get another beer, huh?
I can bleep it out.
No, I wanted to keep it. Fucking he deserves this. So I wake up.
We probably said his name last episode.
And we did.
I think we did. I don't remember.
It makes more. It's more fun this way. Okay, so I wake up, right. By the way, to start that night off, I had Patrick's jeans on
Whoa.
because he had ripped jeans and I wanted them, so I borrowed them. Anyways, I wake up and I'm in the same outfit. I was like, oh fuck, like what the heck happened? And then I look over, Patrick's big ass curly hair is just right there, and I'm like, I look over, Dylan's just shirtless, like just there. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So I wake up. I'm like, hey, wake up. Like, what's going on? And Pat's like, oh, I took your shoes off for you. I was like, oh, thanks, man. Like, my boots off. Appreciate it. I'm like, dude, how'd you get home? And he's like, oh, I Ubered. Hector. Cool dude. And I was like, oh, you had a cool Uber driver too, right? All hungover. And then I was like, Dylan, like, what happened to you, bro? And he's like, just like dead silent, dead quiet. You know what I mean? I'm like, I was like, all right. I'm like at this point, dude, it's like a stun grenade went off. I'm just trying to recall everything that just happened. I'm like, how much money did we lose? Like, what happened last night? So Patrick's fine. I'm like, okay, you lost your 3. That's whatever. I look at my bank account and I'm like, holy shit, I went to the ATM this many times. I thought I went there with $300. I'd end up losing 5. It's like, fuck. Okay, anyways. And then I was like, Dylan, how much did you lose? And I was like, here's 900. Bro. And then at this point, it was just a fucking like, what the fuck, dude? We were like, me and Pat just go off. We're just cracking jokes, whatever. And so this time, I'm still trying to like, I got a liquid IV. I'm over here trying to take a shit. Like, I'm just trying to get this alcohol out of me, right? And I'm like, dude, just trying to recall everything. And so when I get out of the bathroom, Patrick's just laying down like horizontally on the bed, like looking at Dylan shirtless. And he's just like, I think he's eating something. And he's just like, man, Dylan, you just always get fucked on all our trips. And I just started dying. And he's like, yeah. just takes it, bro. I'm like, oh, God. Like, to add insult to injury. So that was when my buddy lost $900. And then at that point, the trip for him he was done, as you would think. He's like, I'm not spending anything, blah, blah, blah. So we're just like, fuck. We still got 2 days here. We got one night, God. 2 days. So that was losing the 900 in Vegas. Wasn't me.
Yeah, that just affirms I don't want to go to Vegas ever.
Yeah, no. It's fun, though.
yeah, no. It's fun.
I'm up. Just saying, last time I went for my mom's birthday. I stayed at a craps table from 6 p.m. to 2 in the morning.
Holy shit.
I looked up after like my 9th drink, and I was like, fuck, I'm drunk. And I went to the bathroom, cashed out. It was up $250.
Nice.
Cash out at the bathroom?
No. But I met somebody at the craps table.
They got guys everywhere.
They got ATMs everywhere, bro. Don't even worry about that.
Now, when you're drinking all this, are you progressively getting drunk, or does it just all hit you at once?
Oh, no. So the trick about Vegas, I'm glad you say that. The trick about Vegas, guys, here's where people mess up. Here's where I messed up.
Quick tip.
You black out, right? That's what happens. That's what happens.
That's the tip?
Because no, it's not the tip.
Okay.
That's what usually happens, right?
That's
You go
the
to your
whole
room.
thing.
That's what you want to avoid.
That's what you want to avoid. So the trick is you catch your buzz and you keep it. So you got to like find that good sweet spot, and you're just constantly feeding it.
Drinks are free if you're at the table, right?
They're free if you're gambling.
Yeah.
If
see,
you're gambling at all.
Oh, fuck. I'm getting blacked out.
That's exactly what you got
Hell,
to
keep them coming, shit.
And you don't even have to, technically you don't have to tip. You're kind of a dick, though.
Let me take out some cash, take my card, go away.
Yes, literally, I walk up with one because I'm just like, oh, I'll take a beer. And you're just opening the bottle and giving it to me. You're not doing that much. But that's all. Dude, when I went for my mom's birthday, I literally, I don't know if I sent you guys a snap, but I had like 6 beers and like 4 of them were full.
Jeez.
Like they just kept coming by and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. And I left so many. I was just happy to have them.
Collecting them?
Just collecting them. Yeah, so you want to catch your buzz and you want to keep it. You don't want to go up and down like that. You want to just, stationary, which is really hard to do once you get it though. You should also never pay for a drink in Vegas.
Never pay for a drink?
No, bring your own stuff. Party in your hotel, and then put it in a cup and walk. Because you can just walk around everywhere with your drink.
Yeah,
So just
there's no open container.
Yeah.
Law there.
yeah, you could literally just put whatever you want. You can walk around with a bottle. I think. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you can.
You can, huh? Okay. I wouldn't do it. It
Alright,
causes a lot of attention, but you could literally do that. So if you go to the bar, I mean, you can get specialty drinks, and then just gamble a little bit. Literally, my dad, he'll just sit there and like put $5 in, or put 20 in, and then he'll just like wait for someone to walk by, press a button, and they'll see him gambling, quote unquote, and then so, oh, do you want anything to drink? Oh yeah, I'll take this, and then he'll just wait for them to come back, press the button again, and then here's your $1. So he just gets drunk. He doesn't like gambling, so he just gets drunk for free, basically.
Nice.
And Vegas is fun.
Life hack.
Life hack.
If you want to get drunk for free, go to Vegas.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, it's a 4-hour drive. Not bad.
For some people, yeah. For you.
Poor Bob.
For Gavin.
Bob.
For Gavin.
I would never spend that much money.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Fuck no.
yeah, that's what we all say.
That's what we
No,
all say.
I'm not
Until
doing
you're
that.
like 6 songs
I
in
would
at a
never
strip club.
spend that on nothing.
Smart.
I've dropped like a good amount of money.
Once
on
I'm
a
down
bunch of
$200,
things.
once I'm down $200, I feel like I'd be like, no, I'm done. Like we could wait till tomorrow at least.
But you can
I'm
win
done.
it back.
Fuck that.
And that's the mentality you know.
At that point, I'd play one more cheap game. If I don't win it back, then I'm done.
Yeah, see, there's also strategies, man. Like, you can't just go in there blindly, like, doing stuff. You got to kind of know.
That's what I would do, which is why I don't.
I know. See, and people are going to be like, oh, it's all chance. Yeah, but you could still help your odds by betting on certain things at certain times. Not just, like, blindly throwing stuff out.
The goal is to get you drunk enough that math doesn't make sense.
Exactly. And they do a good job at it, I will say.
That's why the drinks are free. Nothing's free in this life.
That's why there's no clocks. That's why there's no windows. You can't tell. That's why when you have your 10th drink and you're like, holy shit, what time is it? I'm drunk.
You're like,
you have those
"Damn,
moments.
2 a.m.
I was like,
Does time pass for you super slowly or super quickly when you're drunk?
I have to get to work.
I have to get to work.
I think it's slow.
Slow?
Because here's the thing. If I was losing at that table, if I didn't, there's a reason why I stayed there for 8 hours.
Oh, my God.
$200, that's a job right there.
Full-time
It's
job.
a full-time job. So if you're losing, obviously, like, 30 minutes, I'm like, I'm done. Like, it's pretty quick drunk. But at that time, I was, like, making friends with everybody. We were ordering drinks. They were tipping for me. I was like, oh, I'm winning money. I'm like, I guess it's a pretty slow night. It's fun.
Congratulations.
We'll be back there in, like, 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Exquisite.
All right. Well, I want to bring this up. I'm not going to even try to segue.
Thank you.
It's something my good friend and I talked about a couple weeks ago. Of what do you guys think if your significant other had the same name as either your mother or your sister? How would that work?
I've never had to experience it, but I mean, it'd be weird.
It would be weird, wouldn't it?
Why?
Well, I've had I've had a lot of brides and grooms come in, and then when I get like their dad's name, it's the same name as the groom, and I'm like, oh, how's that work? So just thought I'd pick your brains on that topic.
I don't feel like it'd be a game changer.
Deal breaker?
Yeah, like a deal breaker, but
For me, I feel like it would be.
it would be a little awkward is all.
You know what's awkward?
I'd have
is
to come up with like a nickname to call you.
You know what's awkward is I call my mom by her first name.
Yeah, that is weird.
That is pretty weird. Wait, don't you call?
No?
We call our dad by
Yeah,
his
don't
first
you
name.
call your dad by
Flavor?
your first name?
Our boss?
Well, it's because we call him that at work. That's different.
That'd
You
be
called
weird.
him. You called him by his first name.
I
at
call my
Applebee's a few
father a
times.
lot of things. Love you, Dad.
I would feel a little bit
No, he
weird
doesn't
coming,
listen to this.
like not knowing you guys coming into like the store, and then you guys calling him dad randomly. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why, like, in front of customers,
It's
like,
unprofessional, I
I'll
guess,
say,
technically.
like, Larry or... I say Pops a lot.
That's cool. Yeah.
Hey, Pops.
Mom and Pop shop.
Like, people know, like, we're a family business still, but, like, I'll be like, hey, Pops, or
That's cool.
I'll say his name, but... No, I call my mom Mom, so, I mean, maybe it wouldn't be weird, because I don't call my mom by her name.
Okay, what about a sister though? Like same name as your sister?
I mean, it'd be weird, but I don't think it'd be a deal breaker. Like, it wouldn't... Oh, I can't marry this girl. She has the same name as my sister.
So Ethan, let me ask you. So you said it was a deal breaker, correct?
it'd just be weird.
Yeah.
So, Ana de Armas changes her name to your mom's name, and you say, "Nah, I can't do it."
Love conquers all, don't you?
Conquers all. Well, I think the tricky thing is like the first stage in like meeting someone and getting a girlfriend and all that is attraction, right?
Yeah.
So like you don't necessarily find yourself attracted to that name, so that's kind of a quote unquote turn off, if you might say. So that's a different scenario, Paul. But if you meet someone and they're like, "Oh, the same name as my mom," and I'm like, yeah, the same name as my mom.
That's weird.
That's how you break the ice.
So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's an icebreaker.
That's an icebreaker.
That's an in.
And you have the same name as my mom.
I mean, if you say it like that, it's not an icebreaker.
Yeah. Hey, you're the same as my mom. Can I call you mommy?
You say, wow, the most beautiful woman I know has that name. My mother.
Yeah, I don't know if that one would work even.
Mine wouldn't work.
It might-
Now I know
might,
two
maybe.
beautiful women with that name. Boom, right there.
oh god.
I think, well, for me and Lucy use like pet names like to the max.
Okay.
We're really like
What's your pet name?
cringy like that.
What's yours? I never heard it.
Huh?
What's your pet name?
No, we say like, baby or babe or
Honey.
Jakey.
Oh, that's my gamer tag.
The
chill.
Jakey.
Oh,
Hey, if you ever gotten sniped by Da Jakey, get fucked, bro. So, I mean, like, I don't call my mom by her name. I don't call my significant other by her name a lot. So, I mean,
okay.
I don't think it wouldn't be a big deal for me. Maybe, like, my sister would be different. It'd be weird to get used to at first. But then he'd transition into pet names, and there you go. Maybe that's just me.
That's actually good. That's
That's a good point.
That's
I
a really good
guess
point. Wow.
It's just the beginning stages until you get past the quote unquote awkwardness of it, right?
We
Yeah,
start
I
calling her
mean-
like sugar tits or something.
If I meet somebody that, like, has the name as my sister or anybody that I know, it's not weird. So, I mean, I don't know.
What?
Y'all
Say you call-
I heard it. Did
you all just
I
hear
heard him. He said sugar.
I tried to brush over it, but or whatever. You guys hit that like a speed bump.
on purpose for Gavin.
That was a funny one.
We have like a girl with the same name as your sister. Not a deal breaker.
I'd have to call her I'd have to come up with a nickname.
Yeah.
It could be like a pet name. I don't fucking know.
Just rename.
I'll call my sister nicknames.
Just rename her. That's not gonna work. Your name's this now. Call her by your middle name.
Maybe, yeah.
Call her by your name.
Like, for instance, my cat, I don't call him by his name. Just call him by, like, dick face, asshole,
What's his name?
fucker,
It's
Mushu,
just every cat.
Mushu.
cat. Like,
Cat.
I hate
All
that
right.
cat.
Shut up, Brett. Cat.
Cat.
So, yeah, like, can I shorten it? So it's like
You do what you want.
nickname type thing.
I guess.
I don't think I would say them out loud, though. Like, it probably would be a little weird.
Interesting.
Oh, we'll have kind of different takes on that.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Very epic. Paul, I know you have a worst date fail. Kind of talking about significant others. Oh, shit.
Wait, what?
Oh shit, yeah, I do.
Do I know this story?
No, but you're a part of it. You don't even know it.
I'm a part of this?
Yeah.
You
Oh my
were the
God.
date.
I'm excited now.
So I went to your. Okay, I'll get on to it. So I met this girl, right?
Naturally.
And so it was on a dating. I forgot which one it was. Anyway, so we match, whatever, and we're talking, and I find out she's into bowling. So I'm like, okay,
I like bowling.
Easy bowling date. You know what I mean? So
Okay,
set it
yeah.
up. Boom. So I set this date up on the one day where there's like a fucking bowling tournament throughout the entire valley. So I picked this girl up. We go to one right by our house. I was like, hey, how long? And it's like, it's bowling tournament. Just I'm talking guys and like, you got the freaking polos on, you got the slacks.
Yeah,
they got
the cameramans in the back.
yeah, basically,
Look at that pin action.
personal balls and like, well. So I was like, okay, let's go to another one. Let's go to another one. Let's go to another one. So after like 4, I'm like, you know, this
You can
sucks.
find 4? I can't think of 4.
I know. I'm like, where are 4 bowling alleys?
I went to a lot. Everyone had the same
It's a lot
issue.
of quality time in the car, though.
Yeah, it didn't help. No, it didn't work out. Let's just say, it didn't work out. It didn't help at all.
Oh, no.
dropped her off. And then after that, I actually went over to your guys' house because Jacob was building a PC.
Huh?
Yeah, that's back when you were building your PC. And I haven't
that long ago?
It was that long ago, and I remember
Holy.
I had like
Damn.
yeah, I know. It was a long
My first PC?
Your first PC. I have a video
Jeez.
where you're making it, and it just recently popped up, and I was like, dang.
How have I not heard this then?
I know. I don't know why I didn't
Is
tell
that the only reason I'm a part of this?
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
okay, cool.
Yeah, nothing else. But what are the odds, though? Like, I fucking set up a nice little, bowling date, and
During a statewide bowling competition.
on a Tuesday, I think it was like, or Wednesday. It was like a stupid day. I was like, why?
That's typically his bowling night, so
It makes sense.
it's your own
but-
fault.
Okay. That's my
I,
biggest fail.
One time I went on a date with a girl who did have the same name as my mother. And
I know the story.
And
Me too.
somehow Jacob, my brother, came up in the conversation.
Because we all went to the same high school, yes.
Yes. And she's like, oh, yeah, he's so hot. I was like, damn, this isn't going the way I want it to go.
I've had that same problem.
That's what you want to
Same
hear.
fucking problem.
Gavin's had the
You
same
went on a date with a
problem.
girl who said I was hot, too?
Yeah, they look at Jacob and they go, "Damn." No, but my older fucking brothers, when they were in high school, I guess they were the lookers. So yeah, they go, "Damn, he's hot." And my brother, one of my older brothers, doesn't look anything like me. In fact, we don't even have the same last name. But there was a picture of him on the wall of the classroom that I was talking to this girl in.
Oh, God.
And she was like, "Yeah, see, like this guy right here." And she's like, "I'd like to do the dirty dance and no pants with that guy." And I'm just sitting there.
No.
And I'm just like, yeah. The fuck?
Youch. That's bad.
That's harsh. Holy
Yeah.
Can't relate.
Me either. I don't have any brothers, so.
But yeah, that's just growing up with Jacob as an older brother.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's all good, though. Using
greatest
his
of
clout
all time.
sometimes.
Yep.
So my brother's fucking hot. You want to see a picture of him?
That's our permission.
That's how you started conversations with girls?
That's how I get girls.
That's how it gets.
My brother's fucking hot. I want to see a picture. Works every time.
Works every time. But yeah, that's
funny.
The story of when I did go on a date with the girl the same name as my mother. So never again. Just kidding.
Wow.
Okay, damn.
But yeah, never again.
Oh, that's why you're pressed about it.
That's why I'm pressed.
For the record, Lucy thought I was butt ugly in high school. So.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
go.
She
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
She had no
Whoa.
attraction to him.
I thought you were like, Patrick told me you were like fucking cat's pajamas. Like you won everything. You won best eyes, best looking.
Oh, I did, but Lucy
Also-
thought I was ugly.
Yeah, Patrick told me you were fucking hot.
yeah.
I used to be, yeah.
Patrick said, you see this guy? I want to do the dirty dance with him.
Fucking Christ.
With no pants.
With no pants to Gavin.
No, yeah, Lucy wasn't, like, into it.
Whoa.
And here I am now, and, we'll have, like, 10 babies.
Conquered Everest.
This time.
Does she find you attractive now?
Yeah, soccer team.
I
hope
like
so.
to think so, but I'm not sure yet. I'll have to,
You should
I'll have
ask
to
her
ask her.
You can ask her. Let's call her up.
I'll double check with her, but I'm not. I'm gonna say maybe.
Watch her be like, your personality's really cool.
I was
Still a win.
Actually, that I would be happier with that
Aw, how cute.
if she said that. Yep.
I was like last week I brought up Mr. Nightmare, and I was listening to one of his stories in the car, and with my sister, and he was talking about how there was this really big playground, and he just kept emphasizing how big it was. Like it's huge. It's like the biggest playground ever. It's enormous. Like it's a really big playground. And my sister's like, "Oh, it must have a great personality."
That was actually pretty good.
I was like, "You know what? That's good. You know what? I'll give you points for
This
that."
playground
give you
is
points.
so big that you would say it has a great personality.
Well, yeah. Did you guys see the fight this weekend
Unfortunately.
between Gavin and this freaking kangaroo?
Thought we were talking about the Canelo.
Now that's a good segue.
So Gavin versus the kangaroo. That was last week's Gavin versus Wild, and Gavin narrowly emerged victorious.
Damn it! Wait, I voted for you. Yes,
I voted against. This is the first time I voted against Gavin.
What?
Paul.
He had
if
good
you don't
reasoning.
know,
He had good reasoning though.
is the king of. He loves kangaroos.
I love
He wants a
kangaroos.
kangaroo.
I want a kangaroo.
If it wasn't illegal in Arizona, he'd have a kangaroo.
You know,
Thank you for saying that last episode, too. I did
Gotcha.
let you know.
Yeah, I only know that because
I'm
of
pretty
you,
sure we're living
actually.
together when I said that.
Well, then me beating the kangaroo brings me joy.
After I voted for you so many. I had your back against the hippo, and then you failed me.
This was my redemption. I was in my lowest time, Paul.
I saw Paul's vote for the kangaroo, and I said, "Hey, what's your logic with the kangaroo winning?" And he said, "My logic is that kangaroos are my favorite animal." And I sent that to Gavin. He said, "I can respect that."
So can we get into Paul's opinion about fighting animals?
Yeah, I was going to say, I wanted to ask him about that.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of any animal, dude.
I'm going to give you the percentage of Gavin's win. It was 54% to 46%.
Wow.
So
It's a toss-up.
Yeah, you won it. But I think it was a fair fight overall.
I think so.
And then
That was a good fight. That was a good fight.
Paul thinks that he can take on any of these animals that we've put you against, just him normally.
I thought it was any animal.
Any animal in
general.
the fucking world.
Well, that includes these animals we put you against.
Naturally.
But I do have some questions.
All right, let me hear your questions.
For who?
For the way that this works out, right?
Oh,
So,
okay.
like, say I'm going to fight a shark. Do I have to go into the water?
I would assume so.
I'd
That's
say
where sharks
you can
are.
have a boat.
But why can't they come to me? Like, okay, let's say a whale, right? Because I was thinking about this. Like, you guys made a good point. I
I
was
think
like,
where would you naturally get into a situation where you fight this animal?
why do
be on
I
a
have to
boat.
go out of my way to
You'd
go
be on a
fight this
boat.
animal?
You're not going out of your way. You just happen to stumble across it. You're partying in Australia's Vegas, and a kangaroo comes up.
Oh, if that's the case. Oh, okay. Yeah, funny thing you said about the kangaroo, right?
Did you know kangaroos are his favorite animal?
Oh, are you?
I
Are
would
they?
be
Wow, I
tearing
didn't know
up
that.
as I choke this bastard's life out, bro. I mean, why'd you make me do it, bitch? Why'd you make me do it?
Like an
type.
I Am Legend Will Smith.
Yeah, exactly. With the dog. Perfect example. Thank you. Gosh dang it. All right, so here's the other question.
Sad.
So, like, when it comes down to a primal, just primal
Man versus animal.
Yeah, okay. We are at a disadvantage
Yes.
when it comes to fangs, when it comes to claws.
Yes.
Like, we're
Ethan doesn't fucking realize that.
no, and our advantage.
I realized that he told me.
Our advantage is like our mind, right? Mm-hmm. The fact that we can like build weapons.
Yep.
So when I'm fighting these animals, like, can I get a knife?
I mean, we give Gavin.
I just
weapons
need a
all the
bow.
time.
I
We
just need
give
I just need
Gavin
one
a
Bowie
lot
knife.
more than that.
I need a Bowie knife and shoes. I'll take this thing out.
If I was fighting like a fucking wolf, then I would say, sure, just give me a random weapon. But if I'm going up against like a fucking hippo, yeah, I want more than just a knife against the hippo.
He can take
Dude,
a
I can
knife.
take it, dude.
Get the fuck out!
Take it, bro.
Get the fuck out of here!
When we did the first Gavin versus Wild, what was your logic as you can take a tiger?
Oh, I'll take it. Dude, okay, here's the thing. You simulate like 100 times. I'm taking it at least once. Give me a knife, right? Can I have a knife?
You said you could take it without a knife. When
I'll take it without. Okay, I can because I choked that thing out. That's the thing. That's the thing.
How the fuck are you going to do that? How many times do you have to fight this tiger for you to win that one?
Wait. So you said out of 100 times at least once? That's not winning.
No, I'm winning, dude. Okay,
99% of the time you're dying.
where's the environment at though? Like if he comes, okay, so if he comes into my house, I
meet
got
a
my
tiger-
gun next
no,
to me.
No, you meet a tiger. You're at Walmart getting milk
Okay,
because
That's
your
fair-ish.
local grocery store didn't have anything.
okay,
But this specific Walmart is empty and it only has milk.
okay.
So and a tiger shows up. What do you do? Go.
And the video games are in the milk section.
Yes.
Oh shit.
My God, that's another story. Fuck that girl at Walmart.
Oh, okay.
I am
Whoa.
so mad. I'll tell that later.
I'm killing this tiger. I don't like.
With a gallon of milk?
No, with my bare hands. Dude, I'm telling
Maybe
you.
the tiger's lactose intolerant.
I'm telling you right now.
How do you do it?
You're just gonna roll over?
You roll over.
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying, are you guys just gonna like roll over? Like if you guys see, I'm asking you guys now. If you saw a tiger, what would you guys do?
I can kill it.
Fight or flight? I
don't think
probably
Gavin
get into
can.
flight.
You're going to have to fight it because you're not outrunning a tiger.
Okay. Oh wow, nice.
I'd outrun it.
I think Jay can outrun
I
it.
think
I guess,
you can outrun
I guess if it
everything.
was Jacob, yeah, you could outrun it.
Dude, I'm taking this thing out. I'm choking it.
How?
That's the only way you can kill it. Like, so if I'm not allowed any weapons, right? The only way you can kill it is like by choking something out.
Which means you'd have to get behind it.
Which means I
I
would.
think straight on against a tiger would be really hard to get behind it.
Do you know they're swipes? They're like several times stronger than like a normal person, like average man.
Do you know what Paul is like on adrenaline?
I'm just saying.
That's another point he
you
made
have
when
the
we were talking
strength,
about it, was
and then
the
you have-
adrenaline.
You have the strength, and then
Maybe,
you have
yeah,
the
you can't-
claws.
So
You can't really quantify it.
Here's my point that I was like thinking, right? Because you guys like talk about like the stats on the animals, and then you guys give me the stats on the Gavin, and you guys always talk about the Gavin right now, but I guarantee you put a tiger in front of him, maybe his top speed's 12 miles per hour. I guarantee you it's going to go up to like 15, 16. He's going to be...
I can run faster than that. I have run faster than that.
Let's try it.
20.
Let's race right now.
If we're on adrenaline rush, Gavin could probably reach up to 20.
Exactly. So I
At
think
least.
I think when you guys think about the fights now, I think you guys have to really put it into perspective. He's on adrenaline. Because if you also break it down too, like we don't use our full strength. Like our brain cuts us off because our muscles would break our bones. So I mean, I'm pretty sure your brain would kind of be like, "Hey, now's
Our brain nerfs us.
it nerfs us." Yeah. So when you talk
For
about
your
nerves,
own good, there's instances where like adrenaline kicks in and like literally people tear muscles.
yeah, like when they lift cars,
Good.
that's
Yeah.
a legit thing. Yeah. But if you're gonna fight a tiger, I think your brain's like, we die or we tear a muscle. Let's try the tear muscle first.
Brain's so cool.
It is, Ethan.
Well, when the flight or fight kicks in and you're supposed to flee and run,
Yeah.
But the problem is
not gonna lift.
I don't know if the adrenaline's going to make you stronger than the tiger.
I don't think it will.
Like the tiger, like again, the swipe itself, it's not only the
I'm not
strength,
gonna get swiped.
but the claw itself, it would decapitate you.
I've heard way more stories about people getting eaten by tigers than someone killing a tiger. With
How
their
are you
bare
going to hook
hands.
your hand around a tiger? Do you know how thick a tiger's neck is?
I'll figure it out.
How the fuck? How are you going to hook around that?
I'm gonna find out.
Bring a tiger. I'll tell you right now.
I think I think honestly, just straight up like boxing the tiger would be your better chance.
No.
For
So
like
so
a
depen-
submission hold.
So like it depends on the area. Obviously, my environment would come into play.
How
I'd
fuck
pick
do
up a
you-
weapon. I'd pick up a weapon, bro. So you as a human, you pick up a rock, you pick up something, a makeshift knife. That's what I'm saying. You give me a Bowie knife, I'm taking out this animal kingdom easy.
I would
Everybody.
say against a tiger, you would have a better chance of beating the tiger with a Bowie knife versus the hippo.
I'll take that hippo out too.
I think the hippo would.
I'll take that. Too.
I'll take him at the same time. Hippo is not agile enough for me.
So let me get this straight. So the fucking Magnum that I had
Yeah.
had no chance against this hippo.
Oh, it did.
But
Did you read
like-
my strategy?
Like we said,
Yeah, I know.
Like we said, I think what that came down to was people's lack of knowledge with the gun or lack of knowledge with the hippo.
Exactly.
It's like but a Bowie knife would. I don't know.
Well, with Paul, I think he can do it.
With a Bowie knife?
I'll take
You
my
know,
shirt.
there's so
Let me
many
put it
times.
this way.
I'll take my shirt
You know,
off right now
guys,
and show you.
You guys are at two different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, Gavin's like, I can't kill a fucking hippo. Give me a bazooka.
He said, give me a bazooka, make it have one leg and blind, and maybe
And
I'll
Paul's
be able
like,
to get it.
I can kill that hippo with a shoelace. Give me.
Give me some steel-toe boots, and I'm taking on everything. Bro. I'll be naked.
This hippo, because hippos are fucking wild.
Like
There's
a
a-
rest player.
There's a
Give me
reason.
some boots.
It's like fighting a chimp. Like a chimp,
There's
literally
a
better
re-
than a human in any way.
There's a
aside from their
reason
legs.
why we're
No, I
dominating
saw
this
Planet of
earth.
the Apes.
There's a reason why we're the dominant species on this planet.
I'm gonna put it this way: if there was a betting app and there were fights for like Paul versus any animal, and Paul was like, probably like not favored, I'd put $10 towards.
Thank you. You'd be a billionaire.
I'll put it
You know-
that way.
On this week's Insane Twist, it's actually Gavin versus Paul.
I was gonna say, why don't
Let's
we
hear
do
your strategy.
Why don't we do like a complete fucking weird animal, but it's Gavin and Paul.
I would
Kevin.
put.
Pack
any-
tactics.
I would put any number of dollars under 100 on Paul to win against any animal.
So here's the
Under
thing.
100.
Here's the thing. So when he talks about his buffs, right, Gavin? His buff should be me in his fucking corner because we'll take down the entire animal kingdom. I'm
We
telling
both
you.
get Bowie knives versus a polar bear.
I just have to be in your ear.
Paul's gonna
Oh,
be.
you just gotta be my ear?
He's gonna be your pit crew leader.
Exactly. Yes, I will change your tires
That
so
should
fast.
that should be your buff this week because you have Paul in your ear.
Dude, I'm telling you, I got the strat on lock.
We got to be fighting a grounded animal then, like a hyena.
3
or
quick
some shit.
rounds. Fire him now. Reload. Fire the rest, and the hippo's done.
Did you see my strat?
Yeah, no, I got it.
It's
yeah.
pretty decent.
No, it was really good.
it was good.
I really like. He made a really good point about getting the first 3 shots off as soon as you can, so you have time to reload.
Yes.
Instead of doing it later when the hippo's closer to you.
I feel like those 3 shots would have just killed the hippo right out.
And then
Maybe.
and then we solve it. We solve the fucking thing
gonna
without
say,
you
like-
getting scared. And we have a fucking beer. We fucking cook that hippo. Well
was gonna
done.
say,
And then
What was it, a 44
Clearly
Magnum?
had a lot of time to think about this.
I did.
Even though you're not hourly, but
I'm in a truck all fucking day, bro, behind terrible drivers. I have a lot of time to watch it. Listen
I'm
to
not
you guys
hourly.
talk.
I'm not hourly though.
I'm not hourly.
All right, this week it's Gavin, and as we said last week,
Let's
versus
go.
an ostrich.
Yeah.
Oh, 100% easy. You see
And
that
I-
thing's neck?
I think it's just you versus an ostrich.
Fuck you.
Naked.
Look at pull up the
Don't matter.
statistics of an ostrich.
I did.
They have talons, don't they?
Pull it up.
Can I at least have claws?
You have Paul.
Can I have Wolverine claws?
No.
Oh my gosh, ostriches run fast.
You just
They're
found
also-
this out?
the,
They're also
average,
extremely strong.
the average ostrich can get up to speeds near 70 kilometers an hour.
That's pretty fucking fast.
Have you seen Gavin on
Usain
adrenaline?
Bolt
You're not
runs,
trying to run from me. You're trying to beat it.
Usain Bolt runs 30 kilometers an hour. Oh my goodness.
Don't they have talons?
Oh, they do, yeah. So,
So do chickens. I'd kill a chicken.
But a chicken's not taller
chickens
than I am.
have large talons.
That's the only way I know that.
If we're doing an
Here it
ostrich,
is. They each two-toed foot has a long, sharp claw.
Okay.
you know they attack with their legs.
Ostrich kicks can kill a human or potential predator like a tiger.
Oh, easy. Just don't get fucking kicked.
How long
Their,
are their legs?
their legs can cover 10 to 16 feet in a single stride.
Get the fuck out of here. How am I going to not get kicked by that?
Their legs are approximately pretty tall.
Yeah.
Approximately, yep.
See, this is where it starts. Gavin, your mentality right now, not the mentality of a champion. That's where we differ. Okay, I could take out any animal, and you're over here just like not believing in yourself, bro. What's up with that?
Because it's a fucking animal.
So you just like, I feel like you're like a flight guy.
A flight? It depends on what animal it is.
Well, you have no choice.
Like if it's a
Oh,
fucking...
you have no fucking choice.
Like if it's an elephant,
yeah,
yeah,
we're in a room.
I'm out.
You have a bowie knife.
This article is awesome.
Some of these animals, it doesn't look like flight would work, considering the ostrich would catch me in like
That's
a
true.
second.
I just know
Yeah.
I'm going down with a fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking out an eye or something.
It's just the claws. So how about... Fine, I'll do me
What, a
versus the
beak?
ostrich by itself,
yeah, 100%.
but the ostrich has no claws.
No, the ostrich has.
Nah.
The beak isn't that strong. It's not like a fucking...
Have you seen its
It's
neck?
not like an eagle or something.
All you gotta do is grapple it.
Well, that's what... It's like a swan.
Yeah, once you grapple
Once
it,
you
you're
it's
good.
game over. If anything, the ostrich needs to nerf you.
But I need to get close to it. It can...
You know what?
kick.
You will not
It's called strategy.
get
bro.
out of this unscathed.
Thank you. Yeah.
But you will defeat this ostrich.
I think
And,
this is your easiest opponent.
Listen to this This article is titled, "Could I defeat a grown ostrich in a fight?"
Nice.
And it's like some ground rules.
They stole our idea.
I'll be fighting this ostrich face to face. The ostrich will know we are fighting. I'll be fighting a full-size male ostrich, presumably because his girlfriend told him he couldn't beat a human male. I won't use weaponry because the obvious weapon would be too devastating. The obvious weapon is nunchucks, by the way. Ready? Let's do this. I'll give you a thing of nunchucks.
I'll take nunchucks. I'll take fucking
See,
nunchucks.
that was my other part. Was like, does this thing know we're fighting?
Yeah. Like it's a
Yeah.
cage match, pay-per-view.
Cage match.
It's
Yeah.
bloodlust.
So this thing
You got Bruce Campbell narrating this fight.
Hell
and
yeah.
introducing everything.
So this thing has a one-eyed fits podcast, and it's like, hey, kangaroo, you can beat a human, and then they're talking about the
Exactly.
same shit.
well,
Yeah.
he fucking died. He tried. He definitely did try.
Kangaroo versus wild. Wild versus Gavin.
Again, this pocket.
Okay, Gavin versus the ostrich, but
Nothing.
you start on top of the ostrich.
Ooh, that's a wrestling move.
I
right
start
there.
on top of it?
Yeah,
like
like
riding
riding it type.
Oh,
Like
God.
straddling it.
I failed to see how the fuck I would lose then.
Oh,
Mr. Cocky, okay.
That's almost not fair for the ostrich.
Oh, damn. One second he wants above, now he wants a nerve. Whoa.
Gavin, big Gavin.
Maybe you can take on the animal kingdom, and I can't. Whoa.
Can't start me on top of the ostrich.
I'll fight a fucking whale. So here's the thing. It's a mammal. It can breathe. It can come on to like...
Can't reptile. Wait, do non-mammals not breathe?
Well, as a... it's like in the
ostriches are
ocean.
9 feet tall.
Oh, we're on the
I
whale
don't
still.
see how I can kill a whale on land without anything.
Give me a shotgun. I can
Get
do
the
it.
fuck.
On land, just
What am I going to do?
All day.
Punch it? Like, what am I gonna do?
Oh, bite it, bro. Bite it.
all day.
I feel like my hand would break before it dies.
Just finger the blowhole.
What you do? Oh,
What?
okay.
Isn't that a sensitive area?
Exquisite.
You make it. You just starve it out. Game over. Finger
Piss in the blow.
I don't think I'd be able to find the right spot on that whale. But
Oh god.
Yeah, ostriches are 9 feet tall.
That's it.
That's
It's a long
pretty
neck.
tall. But I think maybe you could take it, Gavin.
yeah, Gavin versus ostrich, straight up.
Easy.
Straight up.
Nunchucks. I can give you nunchucks.
No, or give Paul in his ear.
Either straight up or, I mean,
We'll do
what,
both.
what do you want?
When I post the poll,
You
we'll
think
do
you can
both.
destroy an ostrich if you start on top of it?
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
It's fucking easy, bro.
But you can't do it.
I think it is
straight up?
pretty. I think that is
eat that
really
shit for breakfast.
Yeah,
All right, straight up.
straight up.
Straight up, Gavin versus ostrich.
You guys in a cage match.
I want at least a fucking butter knife. At least a butter knife.
I'll give you nunchucks.
I'll take nunchucks.
But you're not skilled in nunchucks, so it's also...
Why the fuck would I have them?
It might be a disadvantage.
What the fuck stupid shit is this?
He just said, "I'll take nunchucks."
Get him enough decks.
So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be
I'm gonna have a
Gavin
weapon,
versus an ostrich. Gavin with nunchucks, but he doesn't know how to use them. That's what it is.
Do not fucking put that.
So
I'm
Gavin
gonna
with
put it
nunchucks.
so
Gavin
obvious
with
you don't
nunchucks.
want
But
me to
I'll
win
walk you
these.
through it in your ear.
I'll put Paul in your corner, too.
God damn it. How about Gavin and Paul versus ostrich?
What about Paul in the ostrich corner?
Oh,
You're fucked,
You're
yeah.
fucked.
forget
The
about it.
ostrich understand English.
No, I speak.
He
Ostrich.
speaks ostrich. But yeah, I think that's a fair fight.
I think that's a hell of a fair fight.
So Gavin with nunchucks
Easy.
versus an ostrich.
Nice.
Cage match.
Cage.
Pay-per-view. Now here's what's on the line. It's your life on the line
Oof.
or $100 million for the ostrich. So I think the ostrich has
He's got a lot of incentive.
he's got a lot of incentive.
What do I get if I win?
Family to think about.
Your life. You get to live.
I don't get 100 million.
No, it's just the ostrich that gets that.
You can cook the ostrich.
I'll take it.
Can't you get like ostrich eggs?
You can.
They're like really expensive though.
They are.
I feel like
are.
I've seen a video where
How
someone like,
much are
cooked
they?
one.
Let me check.
Look it up on the.
I think they. Man,
the black-
I'm
the
trying to
dark web.
remember. Huh?
Look it up on the dark web.
I think you. Can
Oh,
just
they're
buy
around
one.
$30.
Oh.
Wow, that's actually not as expensive.
Those are
as
the
I
same
thought.
ones that Rocky used, right?
I think it was said that they don't taste as good though.
Can you buy ostrich
remember,
eggs in
though.
the U.S.?
Might be illegal or limited or restricted. Not too sure.
Do ostrich eggs taste good? They taste a lot like chicken eggs,
Oh,
but you will notice a difference.
okay.
They have a more buttery taste and are a
Sounds
bit more
good.
intense when compared to other eggs. Some even described it as kind of sweet, but gross at the same time.
Huh.
I'm actually intrigued.
Scramble up an ostrich egg.
Better
Let's
kill
do
this
it.
thing and get its babies.
Oh wait, an ostrich chick from 30 to 60 days old costs around $525.
Huh.
Interesting.
There's an ostrich farm in the middle from like here to Tucson.
You want to go?
I've wanted to. Every
Wait,
time
wait.
I've passed it.
Wait. How much?
Guys,
$500.
they sell
For an ostrich?
ostrich eggs at Whole Foods, I think.
Whole Foods, they have ostrich eggs?
Can we go check?
You
Let's
can just
go right
buy
now.
an ostrich.
Guys, we'll be right back.
Wait, you can just buy an ostrich
Ostrich egg.
for $500,
Oh,
Not
wait,
limited. Chicks.
chicks. Can you buy it?
and then it grows into an ostrich.
Well,
Fairly
naturally.
certain. They're not restricted, I don't
Dude,
think.
500?
Yeah.
$525.
Dogs cost more than that. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Ostriches are also dangerous.
Yep.
Not for me,
Wasn't
dude.
it
Not
in
if,
like Tremors 2, he gets like an ostrich farm or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like wrestling it or
Bert?
lassoing it. Yeah. That's a good movie.
Tremors 2?
Tremors 2. Tremors 1 and 2. Those are the,
Is that, do you get an ostrich farm for like their eggs or like what is that?
Hey, where's the money at in that thing?
Yeah, what do you do with that? What are you farming when
Is
you
it
get
like
an
a zoo?
ostrich?
Or do you just like...
What are ostrich farms for?
We need to bring on an ostrich expert
100%.
because I feel like there's no demand for ostrich eggs.
I didn't even know you
Maybe I'm wrong.
I didn't even know they were here.
Yeah, they
Like,
got
they're just chilling
ostriches, yeah.
everywhere.
Weird.
Ostrich farming is one type of agriculture that can have many advantages. Oh, that's your seat,
hey, I
guys.
don't know if we want to share this then.
There
I
are
might
many
go into
advantages
ostrich farm.
According to Mother Earth News, ostriches produce meat
Hell yeah.
and,
Oh, yeah.
and consume resources at a ratio that is much more profitable than beef cattle.
What?
An ostrich farm
Never
requires
had
So for
ostrich.
$550, I can invest in an ostrich.
an ostrich farm
You
requires
would have
only-
to get two to make it a profitable
Yeah.
investment.
So 1,000. Okay, sorry.
An ostrich farm requires only a small area of land and can generate revenue in several different ways. Guys, I think we're going to start an ostrich farm,
White noise ostrich farm?
I think we know how we're gonna. Make
and then we
this
can
studio
actually
to the
see
next
if
level.
Gavin can do this. We can actually simulate Gavin versus Wild for the first time.
That'd be
Wow.
cool. And I will be in your ear.
Guys, if this gets 100 likes, we will open up our studio in our brand new ostrich farm.
Let's get this to 100 likes, guys.
Whoa, this is,
If we split this, if we split this 4 ways,
that's
it's like-
easy. 250, 250,
250? Easy.
I'm not hourly, but that's that's K, bro.
Exquisite.
I'm not hourly. We're getting that on shirts. Jacob, write it down. We're getting that on shirts.
Hell yeah.
All right. So with the Gavin versus Wild this week, it's going to be Gavin with nunchucks versus a rampaging ostrich.
Yep.
Sound fair?
Nope, but we'll take it.
I think that's pretty fair.
What animal can you beat straight up?
I know. Come on.
Probably
goldfish?
one closer to my size.
A pig? You think you can take a pig?
You asked, how much does an ostrich weigh?
Doesn't matter. You got.
That entirely fucking matters.
You're about to go to the gym. The ostrich
You know
is
what?
not going to the gym.
I thought you were a world beater, Gavin. Not with that mindset.
exactly.
They weigh anywhere between 140 and 320 pounds.
That's a.
Just think about it like any human.
That's a
That's
human.
a fucking wide range.
if we go in the middle, let's just say 220.
Oh my gosh! I'll bench that.
So I'm fighting.
I won't though.
I'm fighting somebody who's like relatively close to my size,
yeah.
but
But
they're
they're 9
also
feet tall.
6 feet, like fucking like, what, 4 feet taller than me? Math.
Yes.
Yeah, but look at the neck.
And they also have talons.
Gavin, they're actually 2 feet taller than you.
You ever heard the story of David versus Goliath?
Ooh, that's where
don't
like
have a
my
fucking-
mentality stems from.
Give me
That's
a
where my
slingshot.
strength comes from.
Slingshot.
I'll beat the fuck out of
You-
any
okay,
animal.
Gavin wants to change his weapon to a slingshot.
Metal ball bearings.
Have you ever shot a slingshot?
Like twice.
Where'd you get a slingshot?
It was when we went up north when I was like 9 or 10.
So do we want to change it to a slingshot?
Or
No.
boomerang.
No, none.
Do you want a boom? Have you ever thrown a boomerang?
Nope.
I always wanted to.
So bad.
I asked for one for my.
Are we doing
Christmas.
nunchucks?
I'd take the nunchucks
Hold on, wait
over
a
a
minute.
boomerang.
Weren't boomerangs used to kill ostriches?
Yeah. No, they're used
Or
for
for kangaroos?
They're used as a weapon.
It was used to like crush the neck of a certain
Yeah.
Australian animal.
100%. Look it up.
I
Ethan.
thought it was, or
Look
was
it
it
up,
an
E.
emu? Was it an emu? What's the difference?
It's like the same thing.
There's actually an emu on my route. I see it.
Like the bird?
Yeah,
You
the
were-
bird.
They are
You were
weapons.
questioning if
Oh,
there
look
are
at
ostriches here?
They're
That's true.
they are weapons for hunting birds and game such as emu, kangaroo, and other marsupials.
Marsupials.
That the hunter can throw the boomerang directly at the animal or make it ricochet off the ground.
Did you guys know this?
In
About
skilled hands, the boomerang is effective for hunting prey up to 100 meters away.
Wow.
Make me train with the boomerang.
Impressive.
You got yourself a deal.
fun fact?
Trained in any weapon, you can take any animal.
I don't fucking think nunchucks will do shit to a
I think
fucking
the problem
bull.
here
You think
is
Bruce Lee with nunchucks can't take an ostrich?
I was thinking like a bull. You said any animal.
I think Bruce Lee with nunchucks can take a bull.
No, he couldn't.
I think he could.
People with swords take bulls all day.
That's a fucking sword. That's
You know
not
what
a
we're gonna
nunchuck.
do? After Gavin versus Wild, I'm going to put another poll saying, can Bruce Lee take a bull with nunchucks?
Fuck yeah.
And we'll see what happens. It's going to be 100%. And yours is going to be 100% the other way because of your
Have you
attitude.
seen Bruce Lee? He was jacked.
Oh my gosh, he was ripped. That boy was like 140 pounds, no fat. Anyways, did you know there's about 60 plus different species of kangaroo?
60?
Yeah, I know. I asked Alexa.
You asked Alexa.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's,
Tell me all the
what
species.
does that mean? Like,
Name all of them.
I don't know. That's what I'm
Name
trying
all
to
of
figure
them.
out. There's like a kangaroo.
I thought there was just like
Kangaroo.
kangaroo.
There's like the kangaroo rats.
There's like,
Like
red,
smaller
like
ones?
red,
Smaller
kangaroo,
ones.
red kangaroos
yeah.
are like the most.
Dude, there's a shit ton.
There's the most like
Huh.
prominent ones.
So they're like the dogs
They're
of Australia.
rodents. Yeah. They're rodents.
Rodents.
I fucks with them.
They're like pets, right? Aren't they?
They're pets, yeah. 100%. Yeah, you guys were
I told
100% accurate. You were accurate. I was like, it made me so fucking proud.
Yep. Learned everything I know from this guy
Yeah.
about kangaroos.
Amongst other things.
All right. Well, go ahead and vote for this week's Gavin versus Wild on our Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, it is OEF White Noise. Be sure to give it a follow and vote. You can vote on the poll or you can vote on the post. You can vote on both, and we'll count both of them. So if you really want Gavin to lose, vote multiple times.
We do a little voter fraud.
If you want him to win, vote multiple times. We are
support
available in audio platforms on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, or you can subscribe to our YouTube. One-Eyed Fits is what it's called, and that's where we upload as well. Leave a comment down below of your thoughts, opinions, any movie recommendations. And if you leave a comment, there's a chance we'll read it as well, because last week we didn't read it because it was way too long because it was Paul's comment.
I had a cool comment. Too.
It was a
I
good
was a little
comment.
bit upset
Holy
when I
shit,
didn't
that
hear
was
it.
long.
It was his hippo thing.
That was cool. We had kids. They were
So
friends.
last week's comment is from Brett. Shout out Brett. He said, "Notifications gang. I haven't heard of Mr. Nightmare before, but definitely am intrigued and I'll check him out." Yeah, you should check out Mr. Nightmare. He's pretty epic. Did you listen
Brett.
to the most recent one, Jacob?
I have not. The hostel one, right?
Yeah.
No, I
That
haven't
was actually
watched.
pretty good.
I haven't listened to
How
that
long are his videos? Out of
They're
curiosity.
usually like 10 minutes.
one. Yeah.
I need some recommendations.
Well, there's a lot of them,
I'll
so
give
you
you.
can
I'll
probably
give
go
you
through.
some. I'll give you some off the air.
I was going to say, I used to watch him all the way back when I was in like freshman year of high school.
I'll give you some. I got you.
Yeah.
a lot of driving time.
So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube and leave a comment down below of any movie recommendations, your thoughts, your opinions. If you think Gavin can take on an ostrich. Any animal recommendations? Do we want to announce an animal for next week? I was thinking...
let's leave it open. Let's leave it open.
Dude, I was thinking about that one too, and I would have fucked it up. Easy.
Crocodile.
You guys want to do that one? Or you want to leave it open?
Let's leave it open for now.
We're going to leave it open for now.
That's
Actually,
easy. I got a strap for that one.
Let's take some recommendations.
take
see
some
if we
recommendations, see
find
if
one.
you
So,
think... a fair
positions
fight.
up for grabs next week.
Animal has to be a real animal, please.
Real animals, not fictional. Maybe
Gavin versus a Wookiee.
when Gavin takes on all real animals, then we'll move on to nonfiction. Or fictional
Unicorns.
animals.
After he defeats every animal in the animal kingdom.
What's
on
my
Earth.
record right now? What am I, 3-1?
You're 4-1, I think.
4-1.
Nice.
Pretty good. It's a winning record.
Not as good as the Cardinals last year, but it's fine.
Almost.
Maybe you'll finish better than them.
Wouldn't be hard.
Yeah, it's true. All right, cool. And then, Jacob, do we have the Jakey factuality of the week?
Got one, because you didn't ask me last week. I had one on hand. But
We were all over the place last week.
yeah. Anyway, this one's going to be about space and the galaxy. I don't know why I was just interested in give me a space fact.
I like space.
So, in the Milky Way, our galaxy, I don't know why I think
candy.
our galaxy is small in the grand scale of things, right? Mm-hmm. In the Milky Way, there are an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy alone. 100 to 400 billion.
Wasn't there a thing that was
Estimated. This is a two-part fact, actually. So that's our galaxy alone.
Damn.
Damn.
And then in the observable universe, there are an estimated 2 trillion galaxies.
Holy shnikes.
That really put into perspective the scale
That's a lot of
of
galaxies.
everything.
You know what's crazy about stars? If you look at them, they're not from our time.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If a star,
By the
if a
time
star
the
is
light
supernova or
reaches
whatever.
us,
Yeah, it could have been
doesn't
knocked
even
out.
exist
It's
anymore.
crazy
It could be
how
knocked
that
out
works.
right now, and then we could see it.
Crazy
Never.
how that works.
Insane.
Freaks me
It's
out
just
every
how far
time.
it is, yeah.
Wasn't there a fact? I almost fucking said a factuality. A fact you gave back when we first started.
But
That
the
was
trees?
there was more trees than
Oh, yeah.
stars in our galaxy, or is it in our solar system?
Probably solar system, maybe,
Yeah, okay.
or no, solar system.
Trees
There's only
one.
one star in our solar system.
There are definitely more trees on
I
the
don't
planet.
quite remember. We'll have to check back on that.
I was gonna say, how many fucking trees do we have on this planet?
I
then?
think trees versus. Oh,
do Gavin versus a tree.
exactly.
Gavin versus a tree.
I want to go back and look at that.
Minecraft mode.
Anyway, yeah, that just put into perspective how big everything is, more how small we are here. But crazy place. How it was created by our Lord and Savior.
Amen.
Amen. All right.
That's a lot.
Oh,
You had a lot of time, God. Golly.
All right. We appreciate you tuning in and listening. Paul, we appreciate you coming on again.
I love this guy.
returning.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Been a pleasure.
I can't wait for the third one.
Do you have anything to say to let the audience know?
I'll beat any fucking animal. I don't care. I also can't wait for the third one.
Shout out. Anything you want to plug?
Yeah. Also, if you see a Sparklets driver, dude, just move out the way. I'm not hourly. I don't want to fucking take my time. Like, come on.
Nice.
All right, cool.
keep
And
that in
then
mind.
with that, the song of the week is by the Arctic Monkeys. Do I Want to Know?
Nice.
I
Wait,
know how
what's,
to play
what's the
that on
song? I
guitar.
do want to know. What's the song?
Do I Want to Know is the song.
Yeah, I want to know.
No,
What's
that's the song.
Oh, that's the song.
The song's
That's
called
Great
Do I Want
fucking
to
song too.
Know.
I can play it
So
on
that's the
guitar.
song of the week. If you have any song recommendations, we'd be happy to hear them, read them, ponder them. But yeah, so that's this week's episode. Anything else you want to say,
exquisite.
Gavin?
Exquisite. No, that's all from me. Exquisite.
Good?
Except for that one.
All right. Appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to tune in next week. Watch the movie of the week. What's the movie of the week, Gavin?
Moulin Rouge.
That's how you pronounce it. And we'll see you next week.
Woo, 21 episodes in the book.
21 episodes. As of right now, we have to go finish that Applebee's map poster thing. So we'll see you guys later.